Hey guys, so today we are driving into work again, and we have a pretty slow day planned. We got some fillings to do, and I think we are delivering one all-on-4 prosthetic, but probably won't be able to get any pictures or videos of that. So probably not any clinical videos for today. So I did want to make a video though about something I've been thinking of, which is it's almost been 2 years since we've had the office going. We started the office in like October 1st of 2023, and in a few weeks here it's going to be the 1st of October again. That'll be 2 years. So far we're still alive, we're still afloat and paying the bills. And so I wanted to talk about that process of starting a dental office and 3 things that you can do to ensure that you survive as a dental office, at least in the first year, maybe the first 2 years. Because it's scary, and a lot of people wonder, like, what if I fail? What if I start my own office? It's something I've always wanted to do, but what if it doesn't work out and, I have to close my doors and, tuck my tail between my legs and run? Well, I can just tell you from experience, here's the 3 things that helped me. Well, the first thing is you need to stay scrappy. Don't buy more materials than you need. Don't hire more people than you absolutely have to have. And be willing to maybe have to put off procedures because you don't have all the materials that you need for them, and you need to order those materials in and then have the patient back to actually do a special procedure. Obviously, it is good to have the bare minimum, but we started our office and we had some kind of special circumstances that I think allowed us to do this. So I'm not saying everyone can do this, but we started our dental office with $40,000 of working capital and no loans. And like I said, that's, not everyone can do that, but we had this special situation where it worked out for us, and maybe sometime I'll go into kind of how we did that in a video. But super important, stay lean, because you can keep that overhead low. You don't have to bring in a lot of money, obviously, to keep the bills paid. The second thing is get married. If you are married, you are going to be more focused. I'm way more focused now than I ever was when I was single. I waste way less time. And when you're single, you have this thing in the back of your mind where if you're not kind of actively pursuing some kind of relationship or, keeping up your end of a dating relationship or out there kind of in the mingle market, so to speak, you feel like you're doing something wrong because you're like, I'm going to be single forever. Or maybe you're in an uncommitted relationship of some kind, and this person that you're spending all this time with might be someone that you don't even end up spending the rest of your life with. And if you're serious about getting a dental office started and putting all this work into that, I would recommend that you be in the relationship that you plan on being in for the rest of your life, because it's such a huge commitment. Also, in my case, my wife is my front office and my office manager, and she does pretty much all of the important stuff at the office, and that's part of the way that we were able to start the office on $40,000, because I didn't have to pay her a salary, but I do now. Well, technically we do for Social Security reasons, but and tax reasons. Okay, the third thing, real quick, because we're almost to work here, is be willing to moonlight. I went and got a job 3 days a week working at a corporate office outside of the non-compete area, really far, from about an hour away from our town here, and that allowed us to have a safety net, and I think that's really important. In the end, could we have done it without that moonlighting? Maybe not. It would have been close. But it had the mental benefit for me of feeling like I was able to do something good for our business, because we were only in our practice 3 days a week. I was only working 3 days a week at our practice here. And then I was working 3 days a week at my moonlighting job over in the city. And it was really nice to feel like I could go and do something, actually make some money, sink my teeth into something, and be generating a little bit of working capital to put back into the office and pay the bills. Because the truth is, when you first open your doors at your own office, you're mostly just going to be sitting around kind of fretting. And if I hadn't had something to do to occupy my mind, I think I would have felt a little more stressed. I mean, it was still a really stressful time, to be honest, but I think it helped me get through it. So those are the 3 things I would say. I would say stay scrappy. I would say get married if you're not already. If you're already married, you're already ahead of the game. Check that one off the list. And then number 3 is be willing to moonlight. So thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.